This is Beyond the Frequency 369. I'm your host, Cesar Pagan. What I'm about to share comes from a place of love and deep respect for all, even those who have strayed onto paths of darkness. I know that many will reject these words, mock them, or turn away, but truth is unshakable. In time, it will find its way to you. When that moment arrives, do not let it slip through your grasp. Do not turn away. Some may not yet understand, but when the time is right, the meaning will reveal itself. When a baby cries, you do not strike it or cast it aside in frustration. Its cries are not defiance. They are a plea, a voice reaching out in need. A heart filled with love does not punish suffering, but seeks to soothe, to heal, to understand. So it is with those who walk in darkness. Evil is but the wounded child of the world, crying out in the only way it knows. What appears as malice is often a soul lost within its own torment, unable to speak the language of love, yet still whispering the same silent plea, "Help me, help me, help me." Will you meet that cry with condemnation? Or will you see beyond the veil and recognize the suffering beneath? Those who have fallen are not beyond redemption. They are drowning, weighed down by the chains that they forged themselves. Love does not excuse wrongdoing, but it perceives more deeply. It reaches even for the lost, even for those cast aside. I do not claim that all will escape their own reckoning, for judgment comes to every soul. But the greatest prison is not the consequence of one's actions. It is the belief that redemption is impossible. That belief is the true abyss. No one evades the echoes of their deeds. Yet even in their lowest depths, they are still held in love. That is unconditional love. What I'm about to say next may not resonate with most of you right now. I don't expect you to believe it, and I'm not trying to convince you to do so. But it is a message, and all I ask is for one thing. Keep your minds open and listen. The world, as it is, will not remain. The systems built on deception will fall. What stands will be love in its purest form. The conclusion to all of this: every soul, without exception, will remember the home they never truly left, and true freedom will come to all here. Everything they have hidden is coming to light. Every veil they have placed over your eyes is lifting. They know this, and they fear it. Not because truth is fragile, but because once it is known, they lose all power over you. You were not made to be ruled. You were not made to live in submission. You were not made to be small. You were made to be free. Yet from the moment you were born, they surrounded you with illusions of weakness, limitation, and control. But you are waking up. The greatest deception was convincing you that you were small, making you believe you needed them and you were not from the very heavens you left. As all will return, reality bends to the will of the soul. What you accept as truth shapes what you see. What you allow to be possible determines what becomes possible for you. But truth bends to no one. It does not submit, does not yield, and does not pass away. You can shape the world around you, but you cannot change what has always been and always will be. Truth remains, whether you stand with it or against it. What will you do now? The truth can no longer be hidden behind veils of secrecy. Even death could not hold on to it, nor could the hands of time restrain the mission. At this time, and this time, it will not pass without fulfillment. I'm going to share you the truths that have been hidden from you. Again, I remind you, you don't have to believe this, but I do ask you, open your mind and listen. Every sealed file, every hidden document, every classified record will be released. They know it, yet they fight to keep it locked away. The archives of deception will be laid for all to see. What they have written in secret, what they have hidden in vaults, what they have burned to erase from history, none of it will remain hidden. The truth of experiments, the deals, the betrayals will be known. What they labeled conspiracy, what they silenced whistleblowers for revealing, what they have ridiculed, all will be undeniable. The lost books will resurface, the ancient texts, the sacred scrolls, the knowledge stripped from generations. It will all return. The names of those who have orchestrated this deception will be revealed. They have operated in darkness, behind closed doors, believing their secrecy would last forever. It will not. The world will know who built the system that enslaved them, who funded it, who upheld it, and who still works to maintain its grip. Every hidden technology, every suppressed cure will be brought into the light. What they hoarded for themselves, what they told you was impossible, what they killed to keep secret, it will no longer be theirs to hold. The full knowledge of what this realm truly is will no longer be a mystery. They convince you to look outward, to look to the stars, while the truth was always beneath your feet and within your own being. All vaccines were designed to alter your DNA, to dim the light and divinity within you. And they have tried. The human is the embodiment of the entire light spectrum. If you break down the word, hue equals light, and man equals embodiment. Hue, man. We are light beings. What does heavy metals through chemtrails sprayed through the sky do to the sun? It blocks out the light. So what do heavy metals do within the physical body? They dim your light and hinder your divinity from fully shining within the body you use. Though not entirely for some, yet for many, yes. But in the end, everything is restored in love. Now, here's what they have hidden, but you were always meant to see. Those people called the creators walk among you. They know it, yet they blind you to it. This realm is fixed and immovable. They know it, but they hide it from you, spinning false images of infinite space while keeping you blind to the foundation beneath your feet. The many angels have returned and walk among you, also ones in human bodies. Unknown to you, yet they have watched over you. Some are seen in passing, some have spoken to you without you knowing, but they know who you are. Beings of biblical ages walk among you. They know it, yet they have remained hidden. The 12 heavens do exist, and the 12 angels of creation dwell within them. They know of them, yet have sealed this knowledge from your understanding. No lock remains locked forever. The final end to all suffering is near. They know it, but they seek to delay it, to hold time itself in place, fearing what comes after. But even for them, in the end, love will be shown. Deep within the oceans, there are waters and rivers of different densities hidden within the great deep. There are races that live there, hidden since the last great flood. Some military bases serve as cover for tunnel systems underground. They know it, but they will not willingly reveal it. Adrenochrome is real. They know it, but they dismiss it as a conspiracy. If only you had seen what others have. Water is space. I'll say that again. Water is space. They know it, but they teach you otherwise. I'll pause for 1 second before I continue and just give you an image regarding my last comment that water is space. We have seen many videos, training videos of astronauts training in water. We look at those videos as ridiculous, makes no sense. Why are they training in water if they're going out into what they have taught you what is considered space, empty, void, vacuum? What if they're training in the exact element that they have discovered that does exist outside of this planet? Just food for thought. The firmament is real. The boundary above you was placed with purpose, yet they rewrite the history to keep you blind to its truth. They know it, but they call it fiction and sell you the theory of gravity. There is a great change in the electromagnetic field forming in the sky above. That's not by chance. They have killed those revealing truth, and those they have not killed, they have twisted in the media so you will never listen. They know it, but they deceive you into disbelief. Those who have been placed at the bottom, those who have been oppressed, weakened, or made to suffer under systems of control, will be the ones who rise first when true justice is restored. The systems of this world have stripped people of their freedom, weakening their will and their physical existence. Because of this, they have been left behind, struggling in last place, but in the end, they will be the first to receive what was rightfully theirs, reclaiming what was taken from them. The 12 heavens will open, and all will see that which was always here. Believe me or not, yet it will be forever changing. Everything. The beings once unseen, elementals, and those of the great deep will be revealed in this great unveiling. Everything will be revealed. Everything. The giants of the old world were not myth. They walked this land, and some still do. They know it, yet they erase them from your history. The Milky Way is the great rift in the firmament above. In the days of when the waters were seen above. I'm going to remind you of your power. Time is not what they told you. You are not bound by it as what you think. All is viewed and seen on the other side for the fixed events. You were not born to be limited. You were taught to accept it. The waters hold the past, present, and future. Same with your body, as all is within. The words you speak carry power. They know it, yet they taught you language that weakens you. The true language of creation was stolen from you to make you not believe your will and your spoken word have the power to vibrate the cells within you. The final war is not one of weapons, but of will. They want you to surrender, to believe you are powerless, but you are the storm they fear. You were fashioned in purity, a being of light and divine essence. Your blood once pulsed with a higher frequency, a current of life itself, untouched and untainted. What they dismiss as myth, living gold, was not legend but a reality within you, a force within your very being. They have long known this, yet in their fear, they have sought to corrupt it. Through poisons in your body, distortions in your mind, and chains upon you, to sever you from the energy that once flowed freely within you. But what was altered is not lost. What was dimmed can be restored. The light within you cannot be destroyed. It can only be forgotten. And now you are remembering. The system is failing because you are rising. Money was never about wealth. It was about control. They built a system to enslave, to make you believe that power was something to be earned instead of something you already have. The foundations of their control, banks, debt, and the Federal Reserve, are collapsing beneath them. They fear this, yet it will come to pass. They have fed you more than lies. Your body was meant to thrive in purity, yet they have tainted even your food. The very things you consume have been mixed with what should never touch a living soul, making cannibals of us all. Their hands are stained, though they pretend to be clean. They know it, yet they hide it under false labels, false flavors, and false nourishment. The underground tunnels are real, and what happens within them is beyond what many can or want to know. They have built shadows beneath your feet, places where no light reaches. They have called it conspiracy to silence those who uncover it, but truth will not remain buried. What they dismissed as conspiracy is what they fear the most. They have taken from the innocent to fuel their deception. They hide behind power, behind wealth, behind status, but nothing is unseen. They know it, and they fear what happens when the world knows it too. So here's your freedom. You are not trapped, but they have made you believe that you are. You are not powerless, but they have made you doubt your own strength. Love is the force they cannot fight. That is why they keep you in fear, in anger, in division, because a soul in love, fully aligned with its truth, is untouchable. They have already lost. That is why they fight so hard now. That is why they flood you with distractions, distortions, and half-truths, because the awakening cannot be stopped. The war is not coming. It is already here and in truth, already won. You are the reason it is ending. You were never meant to wait for change. You were never meant to ask permission to be free. You were never meant to look to rulers, prophets, or leaders for what has always been inside you. The illusion is crumbling. Everything they have hidden will be revealed. Everything you have forgotten will be remembered. You and every man, woman, child, and being will be free. This is what is coming, and nothing will stop what is coming. Please do not take this message as an excuse to be complacent. That is not the intent of this message, nor will it ever be. Do not allow what you heard here to lead you into inaction. For those of you who are waiting, for those of you who think, well, if this is inevitable, if this is just going to happen, then I can just sit back and what will be will be. No, I urge you, do not wait. Take action by intending to awaken to and remember who you really are and why you are here. Remember, you are here to experience what you are not. Remember, remember, remember.